Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerdrant. I'm Dr.
Hey.
Zombrain, also known as Seth.
Reset A.
Eh.
This is
That's a
totally
brick
not gonna
when I
come
do that,
across
by the
in
way.
the enhancer.
Oh, no,
the
it's a
enhancer's
full
gonna
brick.
cut that out. It's gonna be muted. I'm JJK Junior Wolf. This is Nerdrant.
And we back at it again with some other balarkey and baloney. Who knows what today is? It's a little bit of everything. It's an everything sandwich.
Balarkey? Do you mean malarkey?
So I've had a headache for the last 2 days, and I'm really tired. So
What is a balarkey?
Unrelated to the conversation at hand.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I said so.
Okay, then. Well, what are we doing?
A little bit of everything, like I said. So let's start with Fortnite, because I have it open and you just played some.
Fortnite! Yay!
So before we get to the Fortnite, there's two things I wanted to talk about last week that I completely forgot to mention because your Wi-Fi cut out 3 times.
You biscuit.
So first thing, did you see? I know you obviously didn't watch the World Cup, but we had the World Global Championship, and they made an announcement for the following year. Solo cash cups, duos is back instead of trios. Did you also see that there's apparently going to be ranked 2.0?
Rank 2.0?
Yeah.
I saw that it was there. I honestly didn't know what the heck it meant, though, so...
I don't either. So, it's not out yet, obviously. However, shortly after that, they did make the changes where you couldn't play, I think it was squads in certain regions.
Oh.
I think it's when we had the zero build and they had to remove solos other than these certain hours of the day, just for matchmaking reasons, because the game is just going down. So having to keep up with solo, duo, and squads, especially on those smaller regions. Actually, I saw something which is really unfortunate. So, ranked could be a good place to practice for competitive, right? It's not that great, but it is a place. In the Middle East, apparently there is still AI bots up through elite.
No.
Because of how little players there are.
That's crazy.
So when you boot up squads, you literally have AI up through elite. So no wonder people in Oceania and Middle East don't have a lot of practice and they're not the best because they literally can't do anything to practice.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was blown away. I was like, what the heck? Another comp thing that happened was, do you know what's unfortunate with it being duos? Peterbot and Polo are back.
Oh, no.
So JJ, my one friend sent me a text. Peterbot went on and turned off anonymous mode. He then thanked the bus driver, so everyone in the lobby saw that Peterbot was in. He got the entire hive uncontested, got 2 vaults uncontested, got both medallions and uncontested, and somehow dropped 40 kills. People didn't pick up the medallion because then they knew Peterbot was gonna chase him.
That's
it's really
chaotic.
funny. It's really funny, but it's also gonna be peak content, but also now that it's back to duos, I just don't care about comp actually less now because I know who's gonna win 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
However, he actually had some 1v1s with clicks. He did 2v1 clicks in his teammate though. Speaking competitive, another small competitive thing, Mr. Savage got a skin randomly. How do you feel about that? How do you like the skin?
It's not bad. I mean, I don't know. I feel like icon skins are for a special market. If you like the creator, you're gonna get the skin regardless of whether or not you think it looks cool. There are very few that I feel actually transcend that, and that's Cypher PK. His was awesome, very much Raz vibes. Maybe Allier because he had the mech suit. It's
and also just how much customization some of them had.
Yeah. But there's very few other ones that actually go above just the creator themselves and their community. So
yeah, some of them are crazy rainbows or something. They're vibrant, but unless you care. The only thing I want to point out is there's 2 things. One, in competitive, most people don't carry back blings, right? Well, Mr. Savage was one of the few, and what he carried was the John Wick back bling from Chapter 1, Season 9. So one of his back blings is the 200 IQ coin, because he's the only creator that had a back bling. But I want to point out his other one, the Siren Legacy. Do you see those numbers on there?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what those are?
Hmm?
The date of his first YouTube video, the date he made Grands with Mongrel, and the date of his icon skin releasing.
That's cool.
And so remember how we talked about Kai Cenat last time? That's the exact type of thing I think we should get for the global winners. They should get a back bling with the date that they want, and maybe like for the alien season, like, you know how it's kind of like this, it's like a purple or blue, and that's the color. And then if they win next year's global, they get another style that's the color around that. And every person that wins, there'll be 3 different back blings with their name or something about them, like 200 IQ, and the date that they won.
I mean, that'd be really cool too, because then and I know this sounds weird and kind of treads strange ground, but like, imagine they did one for like all of the big finalists. Then you could buy the back bling, and like that could be like you supporting the person you're rooting for.
Yeah.
And then if they win, you would get that style for free. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a way for people to show that they're supporting the person, even if they haven't already won, as opposed to just like, here's something because that person won.
I get what you mean. The only problem is they'd have to make 100 of them. For globals, there's 100 people in globals, so like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how they would do that other than the actual winners. Unless, do you mean like you support the winners? The way I thought you were saying is like semifinalists, like who you were rooting for.
No, the finalists.
The actual person that wins. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah, no. So I just thought that's cool. That's the exact type of thing I think we should get. Like, and the main reason I say that is I just think it makes a little bit more sense, and it's nice because then we can kind of engage with that. Because right now, when you win, you get the pickaxe, and the pickaxe is so bad it has already been sold, and they're making a new one, which was the sword. And when nobody like all the like, I'm not saying it's a bad pickaxe, but it is not comp. Like competitive players don't care for it, so I don't know why they thought that was gonna work. But anyway,
yeah,
that's Fortnite competitive. The other big Fortnite thing before we get to the new stuff, have you played OG much?
No.
Did you know OG is even worse state than it is than you think? Because I actually was playing. Do you know what I found in the desert?
What?
Slurp cacti. I don't think that was introduced till chapter 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No, I think it's actually chapter 5. I think it was Rex that introduced the slurp cacti.
Bro.
So why are they in the desert in chapter 1?
They really lost the ball on this.
But then on top of that, they also had, I don't know if you saw, apparently you can vote with material to bring back the dub shotgun, or it was some other exotic. I forget which one.
Okay, it's rant time. OG, what the heck? They had such a good thing going in the beginning, right? OG mode was coming after the huge success of the OG season. Everybody was super excited because it was going to be a more true version of like, here, let's go and re-experience these seasons. They're going to bring them back, and they're going to give us more high-quality versions of the skins from those battle passes. Great, awesome, cool. Okay, the first season was all right. It was empty because, it was empty.
It was empty. We were expected. People were excited for that because that's what they wanted. That's what was promised.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to build up.
Season 2 came around. It was a similar thing. Pretty empty because there wasn't a lot going on. I feel like as it led up to the Rocket event, the Rocket being like the first season that actually had some substance there. There was a lot of pressure there, and if they could go one of two routes, either they remain true to how it was in OG, or they try and do something new and disappoint everybody when it comes to this mode, and they chose Plan B, and they disappointed everybody, because while the event was cool, it was not exactly like it was in OG, and that is a blatant ignorance of everything that people were wanting from this mode.
I understand not liking OG, right? I understand, but here's the thing. OG was promised as OG, and if you don't like Chapter 1, guess what? You have Reload, Blitz, Chapter 6, and all of Creative at your fingertips. Let the people that specifically want that more mellow gameplay with the 2x headshot multiplier, pretty basic loot pool, and no movement, let them experience it the way they want.
Exactly. Like, you have so many modes right now, right? You don't need to try and reimagine the thing that people were asking for. That's not how this works. People wanted one thing, you started to give them that thing, they got excited, and then you started changing that thing. Now that thing is practically indistinguishable from the game that you were trying to separate it from in the first place.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to please everyone and thus pleasing no one. Like,
Exactly.
let OG be its own thing. We don't need zero build OG. I also am not a fan of that because they added all these... Ascenders weren't introduced till Chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like,
they're
heck, you
all
could go
over the
back
map.
and change the mechanics, right? Like, maybe don't have turbo build in that first early seasons, right? Like, that would be an experience. People go back and see that. That would throw off all of the people who have been practicing building, but it would be hilarious to see people go back to the way it was.
But at the same time, the people are like, and they're not going to be able to do anything. Guys, the people that are going to win those matches are going to win regardless. The people that, like, need turbo build will just figure out a way and still be fine without turbo build. They're going to struggle. It's like the idea that the people that win build tournaments win zero build tournaments. The people that win zero build tournaments don't win build tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are going to win regardless. And so why are we trying to change everything up? Like, I'm fine with no turbo build. I'm fine with all this other stuff. Like, I don't know. It's annoying.
Exactly.
But do you know what's also funny? With all these other Chapter 6 and 5 features, did you also know the birthday event happened in it?
In OG?
I got all my cakes and presents in OG.
Oh my gosh.
Which I kind of like. I kind of like that.
I don't. I don't think that's right. And I think if they did it, it should have been the birthday event from back then. Like, I don't know how in-depth they
That would
went,
be cool.
but even if they, like, just changed the cake to be,
It's
like...
been the same.
Something...
It's been the same. The same cake. It's been the same thing for, like, 5 years.
Even if they just
we've had the
changed
same
it to, like, the
pickaxe for
year
last
that
4
season
years.
happened. Like, if it was their second birthday or third birthday when that season came out, have it be that instead.
It was. Because the cake was there wasn't like a number 8 or something. Like, legitimately, most of the birthday events, other than some of the cosmetics, have been the same. It's like the birthday present was thrown down and balloons around the POIs. Like, it generally was the same. There wasn't really anything fancy for the season, like the 3rd and 4th. Like, I've played every birthday after the 2nd. And generally it was the same, other than the cosmetics. Which, by the way, the cosmetics suck again this year. It's just the same birthday cake back bling and the same pickaxe, just slightly different color with the number 8 on the back bling.
I swear, if they don't spice it up for year 10, I'm gonna riot, because
By
10
the
years
way,
of a game is crazy.
The quests are even worse because there are quests, but to get the rewards, it's just get 8 levels. Or I think it was 6. I think it was 6. I think it was 2, 4, and 6 for the 3 rewards for 8 years. Because I texted JJ the other day, hey, we have the birthday event, and then I hopped on today or yesterday to play it because I wanted to experience it. I'm like, this is it.
Yep.
This is it.
They be
No
slacking.
skin, no like item shop skin, or like just a spray, and the same back bling and pickaxe.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fortnitemares though, that's happening.
Yay!
Soon.
Yep.
We don't know what's happening though.
I mean, we already have a bunch of confirmed collabs.
Including what's the main one, JJ?
Scooby-Doo.
No, like the
That is
main one. No, it's K-pop Demon Hunters.
He's not the main one.
That's what the leakers specifically stated.
I have not seen that anywhere. Where did you see this?
Like, all the leakers were spamming. It's like, hey, I got some hype news for the K-pop Demon Hunter fans in like 5 minutes the other day.
I haven't seen main anything. Like, they're just going through and announcing the collabs.
Also, we got Poppy Playtime, apparently. That's
Poppy
also
Playtime.
happening.
I'm kind of hyped for that one, not even gonna lie. Yeah, Poppy
K-pop,
Playtime.
one day ago, K-pop Demon Hunters from HypeX is the main Halloween collab. It's also not just skins, it's stacked.
Terrifier. I'm scrolling. I'm not seeing anything. I'm on Shina's page, so if Shina didn't say it. Eternal Peely.
Yeah, it was right before that.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Halloween collab, cool. Nothing about it being a main one, just a big one.
Well, that's what HypeX, like, and HypeX was the one that first said it.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to, like, the HypeX forum. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
Scooby-Doo's probably going to be even bigger, because think about it. If they do a skin for each of the gang...
But it said it's more than just skins. So, like, K-pop demon hunters, you know, with it being Halloween, they can be the one that there's an actual demon on the island, like a boss or something. Like, K-pop demon hunters could be the collab that's actually in-game stuff other than cosmetics.
And not Scooby-Doo?
Like Saw.
I feel like that's
Like
such
Saw.
a missed opportunity.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not. It is a missed opportunity, especially for me, who's a Scooby-Doo fan.
Because, like,
But,
believe me, I love K-pop Demon Hunters. One of my favorite movies ever.
But it's also, like, so new.
Yeah, and I'm like, you are getting the legendary franchise Scooby-Doo, and you're not gonna do any gameplay stuff with it?
What if we... Hold up, JJ. Please, I really hope we get the van. We gotta get the van, right?
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean,
I'm buying that instantly.
In this Halloween lineup, they're trying to post it. I don't know if the 1X is like pages of stuff, but Scooby-Doo says 4 to 5X, which means if there's like 4 to 5 pages of Scooby-Doo stuff, that's going to be insane.
Oh, I can't wait. Also, do you know what also would be hype? What if we got some of the classic themes for festival?
That would be cool.
I'm so excited. Other than that, we really don't know much. Like, we have some collabs that are announced, but, like, actual, like, confirmed skins, like, not necessarily, like, yeah, we're gonna get K-pop Demon Hunter skins, like, what they're gonna look like, we don't know much. We have some concept arts and, like, some figures and stuff. Like, there is, like, this glowy peely. Mm-hmm. Actually, for Fortnitemares, though, do you know what I did see? I went to Spirit Halloween today, and I saw some pretty peak stuff. I saw Foundation's pickaxe, the laser.
You're kidding.
And I saw Genos. Or not Genos, the Ageless. Here, I'm going to send them to you real quick. I saw Ageless's sword. Which, like, I understand seeing OG or the Skull Trooper, like, Reaper or whatever. But seeing those two, like, those are some lore like, I was not ready for that in the Fortnite section.
Oh
which
my
I'm okay with. But, man, I have not seen that sword in a hot minute.
Of all the ones for them to have, that is not what I'd expect.
No, it's not. They had the peely one too, like the banana.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like, I just was not expecting Foundations.
Wow.
Plasma.
That's all right.
But yeah. So that's coming soon though. Like it is September 27th. Like, we should be getting an announcement within the week, hopefully.
Yeah.
Did we see any news of, like, starting?
Even if just for the content, I am hyped for this Fortnitemares. I really hope that they do some more in-game stuff with it, but honestly, the skins alone this time are going to be awesome.
And did you see the fly that just dropped?
Yeah, I did.
It's pretty creepy, but it's great. That's so, like, such a Fortnite-y version of the fly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Theodore Flies be.
The other thing for looking through the item shop, what just happened, JJ? What collab and big thing did we get that you just played? I did, like, skim through a video of it.
We got Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the harder, better, faster, stronger dudes.
Yep. Didn't they disband too?
I have no idea. I have zero clue.
Like, I saw that, I'm like, wait, I was thinking that today. I'm like, didn't they disband? Aren't they over?
No clue. But they're in Fortnite now. So you haven't played the event, correct?
I just skimmed through and I watched a video of it.
Okay. It's interesting. I did just play it.
Until 2021. Yeah, until 2021. So they stopped 4 years ago.
Yeah, but yeah. I have some thoughts on this, actually. So this event is the perfect representation of what Party Royale should have been.
I saw, like, are you talking about, like, the mini games, like, all the side things?
I'm talking about the entire event. I think, and this is a bit of a weird idea, but I think Party Royale, while it was understandable as, like, a group hangout thing, I think it should also have an element of trying to draw people in, kind of what they did a while back with Deadmau5 when they had him do the kind of mini concert in Party Royale. That was like a while back, like back in chapter 2, I think, early days.
No, not that long ago.
It was, because this was like around
I remember
Marshmallow's
I remember that,
concert.
but we would have no.
Yeah.
Because I remember doing that, but that would have been after the podcast started, I feel like.
No, because it was around when I started playing Fortnite that I was like, oh, the Marshmallow concert, and I saw stuff for deadmau5 as well.
Because wouldn't it have been when he got the skin, or would it have been before the skin?
No, it was way before the skin. Because he just got the skin like a little bit ago. And this concert happened back like in the early days of Party Royale.
Yeah, so I'm seeing a full concert, but it was 2020.
Yeah, that's like chapter 2.
Yeah, but chapter 1 was like with Marshmallow was season 7. So that's like a whole like half a year later.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like chapter 1,
I mean,
no, but
I'm saying chapter 2, like early chapter 2 is when it happened. But
when is
besides
that?
the point. Semantics. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is totally what Party Royale should be. It should have, yes, mini games, but also it should be rotating like attractions, and whether it be music or not. I think music is like the perfect fit for it, but I'm sure they could find other things. There should be rotating attractions and lobbies for Party Royale. Like this hub space that Daft Punk has in this mode, that should be the hub for Party Royale. You have a concert, people can go in, they can dance, the chat is open, you can chat with people there. You can go and you can play the mini game, you can use the cool mixing features with the blending music tracks and whatnot. Like while it isn't a fantastic collaboration experience, I could see this being a really cool community experience. And so if they embraced that and opened up the lobbies to be bigger and, you know, let people interact more and maybe have some more like spaces where they can do things together instead of just, hey, go make this track by yourself, you know. But this would be a really cool community experience if they embraced that. Otherwise, like, it was visually really cool, but nothing special.
Yeah. It from what I saw, it also reminded me of like Jam Stage. Like, is that still a thing?
I have no idea.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, just that where you go around, you just kind of like...
Yeah. It feels like a mix of Jam Stage and the Soundwave series stuff from before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was there.
I
didn't really like have anything. It like you said though, it definitely reminds me of Party Royale a little bit, but in the same sense as Party Royale, it doesn't really do anything to draw me in.
Yeah.
Like
it's
unless it's
cool
a specific
to see,
artist.
And you know, I like some of Daft Punk's music, so it's cool to see how they integrated that. And like I said, the visuals were really cool. Like that opening sequence and everything looked absolutely gorgeous, but in all,
the pyramid was
random. Didn't do anything.
Because that's also the Lego kit. It's just like,
yeah,
really weird. But what else do we got? Hey, OG is starting next week, actually.
Cool.
Which is really exciting because that means we will have it for Halloween. We're going to have season 6 for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty cool. But then what? So if it's 2 months, it'll be October and November. That means we'll have season 7 for December too. So we'll have season 7 for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I am excited about that. And because that means we could get like what if we get the Halloween event in OG? Like we get the cube monsters coming back like in chapter 1 season 6.
That would be cool.
And what if we get Crackshot Cabin on chapter 1 map? Like we could get some cool stuff for season 6 and 7, like with it aligning with their respective like real life holiday seasons.
Yeah.
So they're definitely I'm excited for these, but I'm definitely still a little hesitant. We'll see how they do.
Yeah.
Other than that, is there anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Let's see. Minecraft.
Yeah.
I had a Minecraft live today. Did you know that was happening?
I did know that was happening, actually.
Okay.
I saw them tweet it a little while back, so I've known it's coming for like a week or two. But let's remember, okay, I want to point this out again before we go off on them about not promoting this. They're doing like 4 of these a year now, and they're
this
on
is
a
not the
much
main
smaller
thing.
scale. So
this is not the 2-hour thing that we had before.
We're never getting a 2-hour thing before. Based on how these have been going, these have actually been getting
30
more
minutes.
attention and stuff than the big 2-hour ones were, because people were just super disappointed in those, and the lower expectation for these has led to people being more happy about it. So
yeah.
I don't think we're ever getting a big one again unless it's like a Minecon level thing. But as of right now, these
or
ones
like
are
a
doing
new game.
really well for them.
I could see like a new game or something.
Yeah. Then we'd
Like,
get
then we
something
get a
like
bigger one.
what do they call it? The Nintendo presentations or whatever.
The Nintendo Direct, Sony Play, like State of Play, whatever. I will say I did not know until it started, and somebody in a Discord's like, "Hey, Minecraft Live." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Let me hop on, and I scroll back 15 minutes, and then I just scroll through, and I'm like, "Okay, so there's about 5 minutes of content here that actually means stuff."
Yeah.
And about 2 minutes worth of new content. So let's start off with a game drop that we are going to be getting in 3 days, September 30th, the Copper Age.
Yeah. So this update became way more than I thought it would be.
What was new? I'm pretty sure we knew everything already.
We've had some stuff. Did we have? I don't remember us having copper tools, but that could just be me.
No. I mean, like,
stupid.
announcements. Because remember, we had this whole thing where, I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the pod. We had, like, a whole thing where they were, like, teasing the Y level, which was the atomic element for copper, and they were, like, teasing the copper update and the copper golem and stuff. And I'm pretty, like, I knew we were getting the armor and stuff. I thought we already had it, actually.
I mean, they've been putting out almost all of this stuff in snapshots, so people have been using it and playing with it and testing it. But this is the full official release, and some of the features in it we have not had. So
I think the only thing we haven't had was the shelves.
No, because people tested shelves, because they said in the presentation that people have been using them in ways that they didn't expect.
I don't know. Nothing was really new, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, it's finally coming out. Like, instead of having to play, like, enable experimental features on Bedrock or adding a snapshot version on Java, it's here. Everyone has access to it.
Yeah. But I honestly, I like this update. Like, it's not a groundbreaking update, but, like, this is a really, like, substantial content update. Before the Nether update, this would have been, like, crazy to get, because we're getting a whole new armor set, a whole new tool set, a whole new redstone mechanic, a sorting mechanic that comes from a
really
new
excited
mob
about that
also puts off redstone signals. Like, this stuff is absolutely crazy when you think about it.
And the shelves,
just
vertical slabs,
yeah,
be able to swap your hotbars. Like, I'm excited. This is probably, I'm going to say maybe my favorite update since the Nether.
Yeah, that is understandable.
The other ones, the biggest one would have been the caves and cliff, but with how long some of those features took, like, again, I'm going to come back to archaeology, that took like 3 years to drop.
Yeah.
From announcement. So, like, it wasn't bad, but if we would have just got the caves and cliff when they announced it, and we got the warden in that update, and we got archaeology in that update, that would have been an amazing update. But the fact that it's split up, and I understand things happen, like, they want to add more content, they want to flesh things out. Like, if we would have just got the warden, that's something, but we got the entire ancient city because they waited. But because of that, it's just my hype, because I'm already kind of, like, iffy, and I feel like Minecraft isn't just me. A lot of people are just in that 2-week Minecraft phase. An update drops, they play it for a month, and that's really it. Minecraft isn't really a main game for a lot of people. But because of that, it's just the hype kind of went down and down, because I do my 2-week Minecraft phase. The stuff I want to play with isn't there, and then I hop off for a year.
Yeah, but this one's exciting, and I'm
excited.
Interested to see how this changes even base playthroughs. Because think about it, like, people spend a lot of time organizing chests. Like, not everybody likes to dump stuff, but now everybody will be able to dump stuff in their copper chests and just have a copper golem divvy it up for them. Like, it's going to be so much easier to get back from travel. And did you see the hotbar swapping too?
Yeah, like with the shelves and everything.
Yeah, that's going to be insane, because you can put loadouts on your wall and just walk into your house, grab that loadout, and go. Like, it's absolutely crazy how much this is going to change not only, like, the inventory game, but the storage game.
So with the inventory, what I'm really interested in is, because I'm not sure quite how everything works, or if there's how you specifically set it up to organize, but what if you have a dump chest, you dump everything in, it goes down in a hopper into another chest that then they can separate, but then it like, because they'll take everything out, right? And everything that isn't taken out can go down to another one. Or something. Like, you could really break, I don't know how it's going to work, but you can really break it up and have it like vast. I think the biggest thing about this update for me, though, is what's it called? The Copper Age. And the reason that makes me really excited is if we can go a little bit farther with this and we get some more mechanical stuff, I think Minecraft would be really cool if we had some more slight, like, redstone mechanical stuff, but at the same time, maybe some magical stuff. I know we've talked about that before a lot with Minecraft Dungeons, but, like, if they can really go both routes, that'd be really cool, because if you want to play a little bit more fantasy, magical type stuff with the nether and different dimensions, you go that way. Or if you want a more redstone mechanical, like we have stuff like the copper golem and conveyor belts or something for automation, I think that could be really cool. So if we have a copper age, I would love a mechanical age, like just having one more age, like in the future of technology.
Yeah, that could be really awesome.
Yeah. Anything else? Like, it's definitely, it's nothing crazy, right? It's not the Nether update. It's not the Wilds update. It's just a general, like, just well polished. It's just a bunch of copper, making copper usable and really giving it a purpose, along with some building blocks, aka the shelves, which look amazing on pillars, vertical slabs, desks. Like, it's gonna be really nice. But what kind of ticked me off was during the live, they're like, we weren't expecting people to use it as vertical slabs. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you weren't ready for making verticals? Like,
yeah, I mean,
that's like, the first thing I saw when I saw that, vertical slabs. Like, what do you mean?
You add something that is half of a block that is vertical, and you don't expect people to use it as the thing that they've been asking for since, like, update 3.0. Like,
I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're just like, hey, community, good job, or they're just that out of touch sometimes. Because I like Mojang, but they're still corporate. So, like, they could be that out of touch, and I'm not sure. So, anyway, let's talk about the future update dropping by the end of the year.
Yeah, Months of Mayhem is what it's called.
Yes.
So the main thing is the new mob. We're getting the Nautilus.
Kinda two new mobs.
Yes, yeah. We're getting the Nautilus, which is a sea mount. Obviously, we have the Nautilus shell in the game, and we've had that since the aquatic update. But now we're getting the mob that it comes from, and it's basically a water horse. Like, you can tame it with pufferfish, and if you have a saddle, you can put that on, and you can ride it through the water. And while you are riding
a horse,
it,
so you don't need a carrot on a stick, like a pufferfish on a stick,
just
or
like
anything.
A horse.
Like a horse.
Yeah, and while you are riding it, you don't lose breath. Like, it pauses your breath meter, so as long as you are sitting on it, you will not drown. Which is a huge game changer, because you can now take this mount anywhere under the sea. You don't need potions of water breathing to go into a, what are they called? The sea bases, the...
Ocean monument.
Yeah, ocean monuments. You don't need potions of water breathing for that. You don't need to completely dry them out with sponges. You can just take your Nautilus in there with its Nautilus armor that you can also get. I don't know if this is, like, found in chests, like horse armor, or if you can craft
I'm not sure. Because I saw copper armor, I think, but at the same time, diamond.
Yeah, they had
armor.
copper, they had gold, diamond, like, they had all of them. But I don't know. We'll see. But that implies that you can buff this thing up, and that means you don't need to do any of the old ways to do things underwater.
Which, that's not that hard if you're on Java, because you could just place a door down. You can't do that on Bedrock, though, which is still hilarious.
Yeah. Like,
people are like, guys, it's not that hard, admit Java players, and it's like, Bedrock, you can't place a door, and the Bedrock Wither is a Souls-like boss.
Yeah. But now it's a lot easier, and this will be nice for both sides, because they said this in the live as well. They added the happy gas to make building easier in the sky, and now this Nautilus will make building easier underwater, which is now we have, like, the trifecta, right? Like, it's going to be easy to build no matter what conditions you're trying to build in.
And I think it also just makes it fun, right? I think I either want them to make more movement like this, but buff it, or realistically, I want them to nerf the Elytra, because this is great. Other than building, if for actual traversal, Elytra's still better.
I mean,
And, like,
think about it. The Elytra was severely nerfed. Like, the item itself, you can only fly a couple thousand blocks before it's broken completely, and you have to go and dig for another one. Those things are not easy to find. It's the fact that people don't use them if they don't have Mending and Unbreaking 3 and, like, all of these other enchantments on them. So we see them last long, but in reality, these things aren't actually super durable.
No. But then if you get to that point, then there's no other movement that's worth it. And, like, honestly...
I mean, is there, though?
And
because
like,
you have to be able to make firework rockets, which needs paper and gunpowder constantly, which means you have to have a creeper farm, and you also have to have a sugarcane farm.
Because you could also just get a trident. Like, you wouldn't be able to go as far, but a trident launches you just, like, really
But then
far.
you have to enchant that trident.
But, like, at the same time, you still have to get this this mount, make sure, like, you get a lead and stuff, and a lead, either you have to get, because it's not going to stay in place, so you either have to get a lead from a wandering villager, or you have to get a slime, and slimes aren't the most common, so then you either have to find a slime in a cave, or a slime in a swamp. Like, there's still stuff to get to, but then with how much there is, like, how we're, again, because at the same time, if you do get an ocean monument, you could also just get an ocean conduit, which means you don't have to hop on it. It's infinite building, and you can mine faster.
But the conduit, you also have to have the right conditions, right? Like, it's kind of like a beacon where you have to have that pattern around it, and it has to be enough to make it full power in order for it to actually give you the effect.
But that's what I mean. Like, I just want these to really mean something other than just until you get the Elytra, because at this current state in the game, where I watch a lot of people play Minecraft and new, like, 100-day hardcore Let's Plays, it's just get to the Elytra and then you do stuff. The mid-game doesn't have value. You get the Elytra and then you can start doing your building. Happy Gas, I see. Happy Gas is worth it because in the sky, yes. Mm-hmm. But in the sea, you just get an ocean conduit. You get a map. Like, you can do stuff in the sea. There's nothing really in the sky to keep you still. So Happy Gas, I do see value.
It sounds like this is going to be extremely easier to find than a conduit. Because the conduits, you need, 8 Nautilus shells and the Heart of the Sea, which is not a guaranteed spawn in every single treasure chest. So even if you find a map and you follow it, it's not 100% going to be there.
Yeah.
You have to be able to craft it. And then you have to find an ocean monument to get all of the, what's it called? The blue glass stuff.
Prismarine?
Yeah, Prismarine. I'm sorry. I haven't played Minecraft in a really long time. The Prismarine. You have to find an ocean monument to get enough Prismarine in order to build the high power conduit.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work to do that. And then you're still only limited to a small area. Whereas with this, you just slap a saddle on him and tame him, and you are good to go. Like, you infinite breathing, super speed, and you can build super easy. Like, it's just a lot easier to do than the conduit.
Yeah. I still wish it was like, but once you do get a conduit and if you get to that stage, everything beforehand just becomes irrelevant. Like, they need to buff the minecart desperately. Like, I would love to actually do like a train, or like, what if we got from a minecart? What if we got like a train or something, like a bigger thing? That's
we can't do the chests and like stuff in minecarts anymore, can we? Well,
yeah,
I think
you can.
the
They
chests
actually
are there.
add like that, like a furnace.
Are the
but
furnaces?
It's so useless. The furnace minecart's useless.
No, but like I'm saying, like, if we can get more stuff like that, just better, that would be awesome. Like, imagine we get a platform minecart. And I know this is probably for technical reasons that they haven't done this yet, but just, like, humor me here. If you could have a platform that moves that you could stand on, right? So you could move around freely on it. You could make a chain of these and be moving along your train while it's on the tracks. You could have a little, like, mobile base set up, right? Like, you could have your furnace and your crafting table and even, like, chests and stuff all set up on this platform that is riding along these tracks. And I know it's probably extremely difficult to do because moving objects are difficult for Minecraft, apparently.
because imagine, like, just some of the changes that I think would be better is imagine we got a super furnace minecart or something like that. Just make that better. We get a crafting table minecart because we already have a chest. And then imagine just being able to link. The biggest problem is you can't link them up, right? You can keep putting coal in your furnace and push it forward, but nothing links up and you kind of like space out or you get launched forward. If we can just link it, like just a few changes, it makes it more valuable. But again, minecarts just aren't worth. They made the change where you can change the game feature or whatever, the game tick. But other than that, like that, then you have to go through and change the code. There should just be base games, because at this point, if I'm traveling across the land, there's no point in using a horse.
Yeah.
Once I get the elytra.
Like, maybe have different kinds of minecarts that you can craft, like, right? Like, you could have the basic bucket minecart, or you can create a, like
Terraria.
Speedster minecart, right? Like, one that is
Terraria
meant
has
to
like
go
15
fast.
different ones.
Yeah, like, you can have it there, and it's, like, the sole purpose is speed, right? It's gonna get you along the track super fast. Like, maybe you need to feed it, like, coal or, I don't know, redstone or something to
What about
give it
blaze
power?
powder? Like blaze
Blaze
something
powder
from the
could be
nether. Like it's
good,
like,
yeah.
because I want it to be a higher tier, right? I understand the iron one is basic, but if you get another version and then an end game one, like it should be as you progress, you get better movement. So that way, when you get to the end, you can either use the elytra or a better minecart.
Like
when
maybe,
you're in the base
maybe
game,
you get one
use a
that
horse
like requires
or normal
dragon's
iron.
breath or something, like the bottled dragon's breath.
Exactly.
As fuel, and it lasts super long, but it's super efficient fuel for this special minecart that you can only find materials for in the end cities, right? Like, as you progress through the game, you get upgraded versions of your minecart that go faster and can do more things. Like, what if there's a minecart that has a turret on it or something? You know, like, these things could be really, really cool.
Well, it's just a crossbow, right?
Yeah. But they just haven't done them because this feature is just so unimportant to them.
And that's my problem with like these mounts. Like, they're cool, but there's just other things that like I want something to make them worthwhile. Instead of like for example, if you do have a world going already and you're already somewhat established, other than, hey, I use the new thing, what's the point in using the Nautilus? If you have a Elytra and you just have like 7 ocean conduits built ready.
Yeah.
There's no point in using the new feature. This other new feature, though, is pretty cool. We got another new mount, which is the zombie horse, officially in survival, right?
Yeah, they said survival, yep. So zombie horses will now spawn naturally with a zombie riding them, and that zombie will be holding the new weapon.
Which I think is one of the biggest weapons we've had in a while. I mean, we've had the mace, we had the trident, and we had all this stuff, right? But these are 1-tier weapons. We have a first new item that is by the tiers of like the ores and everything.
Yep.
And what is it?
It's the spear.
Yeah. I was not expecting this at all.
Neither was I, but you know what? I am super happy about it because I'm sure if you go back and you listen to anything I have said about Minecraft in this podcast, I have probably brought up a spear as a weapon no less than 5 times, because this is the one weapon that I think makes the most sense in the game of Minecraft, because reach, for one, is a huge thing in combat. So imagine using a spear, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned jousting as a concept before. Like, you could horseback combat for once,
which
like,
we saw
it
in
was
there.
Possible with a sword because you had the swipe, but like, I feel like it makes so much more sense with a longer reach weapon. And yeah, that is one of the things that they fully embraced, is using this on the back of a mount, because you can charge up. The weapon does more damage based on the speed that you are moving. So if you hold it out and you are moving super fast, if your horse is running at full speed, or like you have a speed potion on it or something, you are going to be doing a huge amount of damage based on the speed that you're going.
And like, one thing I'm interested in is they didn't really show it off well. You can use it with the Elytra. They had a clip where they jumped off the Happy Ghast, but then they stayed on the Happy Ghast. What if you hopped off a Happy Ghast and then you pulled an Elytra to run into someone?
They did have a
clip
clip with that. I don't know if you saw it. They were at a pillager,
the villager
outpost, the tower. Yeah, they flew through on an Elytra and hit him with the spear, and it killed him instantly. So that doesn't tell us
I
like
saw
how much
even
damage
a horse,
it does, but
it one-shot a lot of the enemies. So like, I'm not sure, like, player-wise, because that's the big thing, right? Like PvP, because like the mace is really good because if you get a good situation or you use the wind charge, you can do damage. Because remember, players are going to be the one with prot 4 diamond or netherite. A zombie, and that's the other thing. Like we get these new weapons that can do more and more damage, like the mace and the spear, but then we don't really have much to use it against because everything's kind of weak.
Yeah, I feel like that's an update that really is necessary soon, is like an enemy update, so that even if it's just like as you progress through the game, like reaching certain milestones, they get stronger. But like, I mean, here's the other thing though. Like we have difficulty modes. Nobody uses them. You either play on like easy or normal, or you're on peaceful. Like nobody.
No. You're either on easy or peaceful, or you're on hardcore. Like, and even hardcore, we see these people. Have you seen the bases where they have made the nether the entire overworld? And it's like, there's no challenge. What would be great is what if on top of hardcore or just in normal game, whether it's normal, easy, hard, again, just like in Terraria, when you beat the wall of flesh, it gets harder everything. I don't want that to be the Ender Dragon, because I want people to be able to defeat the Ender Dragon and explore some of this stuff. Shulker boxes are so crucial. I do not want that to be locked behind making the game harder. But what if there is something in the end that you activated, like almost a button? Like what if you open all the portals, you defeat the dragon 17 times or whatever it is to open all the portals, and that enables the harder version?
I mean, I'm not even opposed to it being something like the Wither, though. Because, like, obviously the Wither is, and they've said this too, is supposed to be after the Ender Dragon. Like, it is supposed to be harder than the dragon. So even if it's like, okay, you kill the dragon, you get to that stage, because the Wither is something that there's no progression that depends on it, right? The only thing that you get out of beating the Wither is a beacon, and that's not crucial to anything. It's just a little bit of an extra
just a
buff.
Quality of life, speed, mining,
so
or something.
I think if they made the Wither the hard mode trigger, that would be probably the smartest move, because then people get to choose when they want to kill it, because they can collect all their Wither skulls and have it ready to go for whenever they want to move into it. They can do that
pre-hard mode, not pre-hard mode. They can do it before the Ender Dragon,
yeah,
right?
Because they can have everything collected and ready just to, be able to make the decision when they want to switch it. And then once they go through, they kill the Wither, because that is more challenging than the dragon, and it's going to cause a lot of destruction.
Well, if they do that, though, we need an update to Java. Like, we need an update for Java. Please.
To what?
Whether that be...
Oh, for the difficulty of the Wither?
Because Bedrock Wither, yes, it shoots through, it dashes, it spawns Wither skeletons. I can still beat the Java Wither with a stone sword and just make a path in like the cave. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really anything challenging other than in hard mode it gives you withering effect. But even then, it's whatever. At least on Bedrock, when you do it, you can actually block them away. I don't know if you can do that on Java. You can knock the skulls away.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I definitely think that if they even it out and they make this like a real linchpin boss for the game, they could, once you kill the Wither, everything could get so much harder. Imagine every skeleton after you kill the Wither that spawns in the overworld is now a Wither skeleton, right? Even though they're not that tough, that now adds a whole nother level, because you get withered, which ignores your armor, right? No matter how buffed out you were from armor, you now have to be especially careful, because they don't care about your armor. They're going to apply wither to you.
So I would say maybe not that, because wither skeletons are 3 blocks tall, and that kind of like really changes the mechanic, because they're also holding swords. But like, what if we got something like the Stray? What if it automatically made it like a harder version of the Stray, and all zombies are husks? Like, they're a slightly harder difficulty of the base enemy.
I feel like that's so just not, like, challenging, though. Like, all of those enemies are just so base level. Like, yes, they have special effects. Yes, they're a little bit tougher, but, like, if I'm
even the
switching to a whole nother difficulty of this, I want it to be actually harder. I want to feel like my first night in the game again, where I have absolutely nothing and I have to scrounge to survive. Like, that is the feeling that you get in Terraria after you beat the wall of flesh.
Yes.
Like, oh crap, everything is coming after me. I need to start all over again. And that's how it should feel beating the Wither.
If that is the case, then I would want it to be more than just the Wither. I think they should just make new enemies. Because this would be enough. This would be a whole game update, right? This wouldn't just be, hey, the Wither now makes everything harder. It would be its own thing. So I think if they do that, they should make custom zombies and skeletons that are harder. Like, what if skeletons have enchanted crossbows? Or everything automatically carries a weapon. So all zombies have a sword. All skeletons have bows, obviously, but then they're also enchanted. Swords have sharpness, bows have power, and maybe flame.
Or like zombies are faster too, or like maybe they can jump a little higher, like make them more agile, you know, make these enemies actually able to combat a player, not just like a stupid AI.
And I think that would make it way more worth it. Yeah, I'd be okay with this. I think this would be good. Or what if we got a whole new boss? Like the Warden. What if it's a Warden? Actually, no, the Warden. The Warden would be so much better for this. The Wither can still be its own thing, right? You have to do everything, but the Warden is a proper, difficult boss fight still, and right now it does nothing. It literally has nothing.
The Warden isn't really a boss fight. Here's my problem with that, is the Warden isn't really a boss fight. The Warden is an obstacle. The Warden is something you avoid at all costs, and yes, you can kill it, but like, not only is battling the Warden just unsatisfactory altogether as a battle, because you're getting blinded, you're getting thrown around, great, cool, it's like combat in quotation marks, but like it doesn't make for like a I don't know, it doesn't feel satisfactory as a battle.
The only thing is, like, with what we have, again, like, when it comes to any boss fight in Minecraft, there really isn't a fight anymore now that we have the mace. You throw some wind charges, or you just use the elytra and just fall down, you're instant killing everything. Like, I can instant kill the Wither right now. Like, it's pretty, you know what I mean? Like, unless the ward, I know what you mean, but there really isn't anything. I do want them to buff the Wither still to be like Bedrock, but even then, you can easily cheese it. The dragon isn't that much of a difficult buff fight either.
I don't think they should touch the Warden. I think the Warden serves its purpose as a difficult living obstacle in the Skulk biome, and I think that is the perfect purpose for him. I think if they went to the route of a new boss, it needs to be a new boss, right? It needs to be something completely different from what we have now. If they went the Wither, I'd be okay with that, but ideally a new boss would be the best thing.
I still do want them to give the Warden a drop, though. Kind of like the Dungeon Guardian in Terraria. Like, it's a really obscure boss, and it's a pain in the butt to fight, right? You're only doing 1 damage, and you just get a little pet. I'm not saying I need, like, a crazy thing, but it should still drop something. Like,
even
just something
like, kind of like the dragon head, right? What if you got a Warden head that you could put on, just as a helmet or like something to put on your wall? Like, oh my gosh, why are there not trophies for these bosses?
Or just like armor trims. What if we got custom armor trims for each of the bosses?
Right? Like, imagine you get an armor trim that makes your chest plate look like the Warden's chest with the open soles, you know, the rib cage.
Because mind you, you could just use diamonds to duplicate it. Like, you only need to feed it once, and you pretty much have unlimited. Now, yeah, you have to get diamonds, but like, I would be so happy with that.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is all speculation. I do want to talk about Call of Duty a little bit. But yeah, Minecraft, please do something. Give us some kind of difficulty, because hardcore ain't hardcore.
Yeah.
It is just one life normal, realistically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to mention? Ghost of Yote drops next week. I'm excited for that. Is there any other games that you are planning on getting and saving up for? Or that you're excited that's going to drop soon? Because I know there's some crazy games still coming out in the next few months. Like Hades 2. I don't know if you saw that. Did you play Hades 1 at all?
I did not play Hades 1, but I've seen it's gotten great reception, especially for story-wise. Like, it's gotten some pretty good traction.
Has gotten really good, and we're officially getting it. Oh, let's talk about one game real quick. Marvel's Wolverine is dropping. Did you see this?
Yes! Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I didn't realize how big of a deal it was. I didn't realize that the entire game got leaked.
This is Spider-Man, bro. This is Spider-Man level game. Like, this will absolutely
it's Insomniac.
Break PlayStation when it releases. Like, actually.
I'm excited for this. And apparently, because I saw a lot of people complaining about it as well, because Wolverine doesn't have a challenge because he can just regenerate. Well, apparently in order to regenerate, you have to hit certain combos to initiate your healing. So if you keep fighting and you hit those double, triple hits or something, you heal up. But if you don't, then you're going to lose health. And that's kind of how they're going to do it. I'm still worried because he can't really die, because I'm pretty sure he's one of those characters that one cell makes him fine. Like, he survived a nuke, chilling.
I mean, every character
we'll
has their bane, though. I think there will be, and I do hope they respect it. Like, I hope they give a reason as to why he can die in this game, because presumably he can die. Or,
yeah,
I don't know, maybe they'll do something dynamic. Like, in Borderlands, when you die, it's not like a true death. Like, you don't go back to a checkpoint and you have to start all over. It's like you regenerate yourself at one of these machines, and then you just have to run back to where you were, and you continue the battle from that point. Maybe like they'll have him die and then regenerate 5 minutes later, so now the enemies have backup and you have to, keep fighting.
That could be cool. Game is coming out fall 2026, but I saw this was like crazy news. Actually, I saw somebody saying there's no shot Wolverine's dropping tomorrow at the State of Play, right? No shot. Like, this game's dead. Forget about it. And then just, hey, Wolverine's dropping next year. Crazy.
Yeah.
Finally, so Call of Duty had a bunch of blog posts for this week for Black Ops 7, multiplayer, and zombies. There's 2 things I want your thoughts on real quick at the end of this, because we will actually be starting to play some of this next week in the beta. First thing first, Cursed Mode. Cursed Mode is going to be a hardcore version of zombies, kind of like how we had Directed, which is easier. It will be harder, but it'll have classic features, such as starting with a pistol and the classic point system, where instead of you just getting 100 points per kill, you get points per shot. So, like, if you have a weak, fast-firing weapon, you farm a lot of points, and there's worth it using stuff like that. Whereas right now, it's not. Like, you just want to kill them. And just a lot of other things. But then when you defeat the main quests of maps, there will be more relics that you can initiate to make it harder. So 4 perk limit, no armor, no ammo caches. Might be no rarity in this as well. And it's going to be really classic, but harder. And you can make it and kind of customize it. How do you feel about that? Just hearing that as someone that hasn't played the classic systems.
I don't know. I feel like it could be enjoyable. I'm not the expert on this kind of stuff, but like I haven't tried that many different methods, obviously, because I'm not a huge player of the genre, but I definitely think that I don't know. I'm not wordsing very well, in case you couldn't tell. I think this could be really cool, and I'm definitely open to trying it, but I want to see how the actual community reacts to it first, because they know more than I do.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. But here's something that I'm actually really excited about, is another thing that I think will be better for someone like you. Survival mode will be back for the first time since Black Ops 2. So in Black Ops 2, we had this big map where we went around a bunch of POIs on a bus, right? But then we had all the small POIs as a survival map, where they plopped a pack-a-punch machine, some of them, and you just have to survive high rounds. There wasn't a main quest, there wasn't a boss fight, there wasn't all these side things. It was just the main small little zone, and you just kind of survived as high as you could. And we're going to be getting that in Black Ops 7. So we're going to be starting with a farm, which is actually a Black Ops 2 location. And they made changes where if there's not an arsenal machine or pack-a-punch, they'll add it. So if the pack-a-punch machine moves and it can spawn in this POI, it'll permanently be there. And if there's not a location there, they'll add one. Right? So you can have a crafting table and everything. But something that's really cool with this farm map is, for the first time ever, it'll actually be available next week in the beta, which is really exciting. So I'm really excited to see how everything works. There's a bunch of stuff like for Black Ops 7 zombies. But how do you feel about that? Because I think this is a much better casual thing. Like, you just are high rounding. Small map, you don't have these 50 things, you don't have all these side quests and bosses to fight for. It's just high round. How high can you get?
I mean, I think that'll be cool, and I know, call back to mobile again. When they had zombies in mobile, it was that, where you just kind of survived as many rounds as you could, and I did enjoy that, right? Like, it was really cool just progressing, unlocking the different weapons, and just getting as far as you could in these rounds. Especially as a team thing, right? Like, if you had a big team of 4 people, like, it was more enjoyable that way. So I definitely think it would be cool, and it's a pretty fun way to do zombies, especially if you have other players.
And I think the biggest thing with both of these, it's just more content. Like, we're going to have multiplayer, we're going to have the co-op campaign, and I don't know if you remember, we're having a roguelike at the end of that. We're having a roguelike, like, player versus enemy. We're going to have Directed mode, Standard mode, Survival mode, Cursed mode, Dead Ops Arcade, like, there's going to be so much content in this game, and I'm so excited. But
Yeah.
we're coming up at the end of this. We'll be talking about more about Call of Duty after COD Next and the beta and game drops and everything, but I just wanted those thoughts for you as someone that hasn't played. But anyway,
Yeah.
who are you?
I am Jeremy. Jeremy
And I'm
Von
Billy.
Schweetz.
Billy Bob
And this
Joe.
is Nerdrant.
This is Nerd Chant.
Nerd woohoo
Bye.
chanty. Bye.